We are going to do the analysis of Wakanti. Step 1. Observe the data to find the association among these words. Step 2. Group them and compare environments. And we are going to answer questions A and B. At first, we should observe the data clearly, and we can find that there are just subtle differences between the negative words and affirmative words in Wakanti. For example, in number 5, R2, I walk, and number 16, onto, I don't walk. It is not difficult to find that N is inserted to make the meanings of affirmative sentence become negative. Similarly, N and also share the same function as N. We can find them in the words like number 4, UP, we can't, and number 15, UMP, we don't can't, and number 6, ICA, you see, and number 17, INCA, you don't see. Therefore, we can conclude that Wakanti inserts N, and into the words that have affirmative meanings become negative. Then it is clear that in these negative words, N is used more frequently and appears in most of environments. Thus, N is the default form. That is, N is the phonemic form of the negative morpheme N, and N. Also, by this way, we can assume that N, and N are the allophones of phoneme N, which is changed by the place of articulation of the nasal negative morpheme to agree with the place of articulation of following consonant or vowel. However, phonemics N, and N in a few environments, for example, M before B, N before D, and N before G, don't totally follow the rules, and we will discuss them later on. Step 3. Compare qualities and write the rule. We are going to answer question C. To set the rule, we should understand the information of the three elements. First, N, and N are voiced and nasal sounds. N is a kind of alveolar, N is a kind of labial, and N is a kind of velar. Therefore, pronouncing N with the labial symbol can lead to N, and with velar symbol can lead to N. Besides, we can use homoorganic nasal rule to explain the environment of using N, and N. The same place can pronounce many kinds of sounds. For example, N and T is pronounced from the alveolar ridge. This is homoorganic. To pronounce nasal sounds simply, people tend to use the nasal consonant and the following consonant or vowel, which are pronounced from the adjacent place. Therefore, N, and N will be used up to the articulation place of the following consonants or vowel. And then we are going to analyze question D. First of all, we had already known that The phonemic form of the negative morpheme is n, and its allomorphs are n and n. Take 3 examples above. First, the sentence I eat is Abba. Then we can assume the sentence I don't eat should be Amba. However, the correct one is Ama. So we can find the change that the oral voice stop B becomes the nasal consonant N. Second, the sentence you sleep is ide, and we can assume that the sentence you don't sleep should be inde. However, the correct one is ine. Therefore, we find the change that the oral voice stop D becomes the nasal consonant N. Third, the sentence I go is aku. Then we assume the sentence I don't go should be angu. However, the correct one is angu, and we find the change that the oral voice stop G becomes the nasal consonant N. To sum up, we can discover a rule that oral voice stop will become nasal after a nasal consonant. Then we can see the reference of question D. Voice stop of assimilation. Assimilation is a process of sound change in which a sound becomes similar to another sound in its immediate environment. This case is voice stops assimilation. With the rule we find from question D and this table above, we find that B is in assimilation to M, and they are bilabial stops. D is in assimilation to N, and they are alveolar stops. G is in assimilation to N, and they are velar stops. In summary, these voiced stops will be in assimilation to nasal ones if they meet those are in the same articulation place. And last, we are going to analyze question E. We can first list the affirmative phonemic forms. Aba, idei, aku, upi, atu, ika, ijama, avedi, ioa, ei, ulamaba. From the first question, according to the morphological rule, we can know that the phonemic form of the negative morpheme is N, so we can tell that the negative sentences are Amba, inde, angu, umpi, antu, inka, injama, ameli, inoa, angi, ulamamba. And that's the end of the analysis of Wakanti. This is our division of group work. Alice is responsible for Wakanti English narration. Angie is responsible for English narration test check. Kathy is responsible for Wakanti PowerPoint design. Effie is responsible for Zoc 3 questions. Ginny is responsible for Zoc English narration. Izzy is responsible for Zoc PowerPoint design. Carada is responsible for Wakanti 3 questions. Thank you for your watching.